When I first discovered minimalism, I was excited to change my life. I read all the books, watched the documentaries, and decluttered every corner of my house, expecting an immediate transformation. But obviously, it didn't happen overnight. In fact, it's been a slow and gradual process that's been unfolding over the past 3 years. Evaluating our priorities, adjusting our habits, and decluttering both our physical and mental spaces, these things take time. I'm still in the process and probably will always be. But lately, I've been noticing signs that tell me that I'm on the right track. There's this newfound sense of calmness within me and a growing appreciation for simplicity. And these are just a couple of signs that let me know that I'm truly embracing a minimalist mindset. The first sign is that you have a clutter-free home. In a way, I feel like clutter is inevitable. I still get junk mail. I sometimes like to save nice packaging, and things just have a way of coming into our houses without us really noticing. But the difference now is that I have way less of it because I don't let it accumulate. Pretty early on, I put systems in place, like the one in, one out rule. Meaning, if I buy one thing, it's usually because I need to replace it, so I get rid of the other one in exchange. Also, I have a declutter container in my closet, so if I see something laying around that I want to get rid of, I take care of it right away. And of course, I simply buy way less. We don't have infinite resources, but I live my whole life as if I did. And then I would wonder why I'm so tired, why I'm exhausted, and I always felt like I never had time for myself. Adapting to a minimalist mindset really turned things around for me. It challenged me to start prioritizing and to do what's essential and eliminate the rest. Now when I have to make a decision, I always try to put things that are important to me first. My health, values, family, friends, my peace of mind. Then I have a whole nother tier for everything else. Life gets messy and chaotic, so this mindset and having boundaries has been incredibly helpful to know what's important for me. This kind of goes hand in hand with my previous point, but now I notice that I say no a lot more often. I think it's true that if you don't know how to draw your own boundaries, someone else will do it for you, and this will lead to burnout, exhaustion. So it's very important for us to know where to draw the line. I realized that by saying yes to everyone else, I'm saying no to myself. And once I figured out that I only have a limited amount of yeses, it became very clear that I had to start eliminating. No to coffee dates, no new commitments or projects, weekend hangouts. And at first, there was that fear of missing out and feeling like I'm not taking advantage of all of these opportunities. But I realized that a lot of it was just in my mind. Besides, my simpler and less chaotic life has been so worth the trade-off. In the beginning of my whole minimalism journey, I feel like it was really helpful to unsubscribe, unfollow, skip ads, because I would feel very tempted to buy that thing that was being advertised. But I noticed more and more that it rarely gets to me. I don't feel anything, I don't feel tempted. It's a really cool feeling. Marketing is supposed to make us feel like we need this product to make our lives easier, better, healthier. But I've spent enough money to realize that this chase is never ending. No one knows our lives, needs, and budgets better than we do. So now I really don't let outside influence dictate how I spend my resources. If I walk by a cute boutique, gift shop, souvenir shop, I just look and appreciate it for what it is. Nowadays, with social media, it's too easy to compare ourselves with everyone else and go down that rabbit hole. And I would be lying if I say that I don't compare myself. But now I notice that I don't live my life based on those comparisons. It's kind of crazy to say this out loud, but I don't think I knew how to be genuinely happy for others until I stopped weighing myself against their markers. But the more I understand my own values, vision for life, I realized that there's no point in comparing because we all have our own joys, priorities, and timing in life. Everyone is on their unique path, even the closest people to us. And as soon as we can internalize this, the more at peace we can be with ourselves. Our human minds are so weird because sometimes we're very envious about things that we don't even want. And so when I feel like that, or when I get to that point, I always just count my blessings. I practice gratitude for all the things that I have in my life, and it really has become kind of like a reset button for me. One of the biggest misconceptions about minimalism is that it's all about spending as little as possible, but this has never been my version of it. I believe that there are purchases that can really enhance our lives, that can really improve the quality of our lives and even help the people that we love. So for me, the focus has always been about spending more intentionally. I have no problem paying for my friends and family when we go out because it genuinely makes me happy. I save up to buy quality ingredients because food is everything to me. And I never hold back on investing in my health, safety, overall well-being. Yes, I spend way less now, but I don't hesitate spending on these things because it truly aligns with my values. Very different from my past self that used to impulse splurge, then feel guilty about it later on. I come from a culture that is very materialistic, to a point where material wealth is almost synonymous with happiness. So you can imagine, it took years to unlearn this, and even longer to figure out what happiness actually meant. Now I realize that it's not that complicated. We can be happy all the time, many times throughout the day, if we choose to. I'm happy when I have some free time, when I can connect deeply with others. I'm happy right now making this video because I get to do something that I love. And don't get me wrong, material things can also make me happy, like drinking coffee in my favorite mug or stepping out of the house in a nice outfit. But now I don't rely on material things for my happiness. Because of minimalism, I've had a huge shift to finally feeling like the driver of my own life. I think it started innocently, like decluttering and just learning how to get rid of unnecessary things. But I think what I was really learning was how to decide for myself, figuring out what I need, what I don't, figuring out what I want and what I don't want. Since then, I started to apply this concept to all areas of my life, and life-changing would be an understatement. I know that sometimes in life there are things that we cannot control, but I always try to ask myself, what are the things that I have control over? And how do I shift my focus on that? And this mindset has really been a powerful tool for me. Like I said, changes aren't obvious right away, but sometimes along the road, we get signs that we are on the right track, and that is an amazing feeling. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what you thought. If you have additional points that you want to add, I would love to know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.